for at least 4 or 5 years, but didn't realize the significance of, especially since in 2023, that's when I got involved with AI, and then it clicked. I'm going to have to eventually do HighLevel in some
Yeah.
capacity.
Well, I'm a big fan of HighLevel, and I'm gonna switch the name of this stream real quick. We are live, but I need to change the name. And then I think somebody else just joined, Nathan Watkins. I'm gonna greet him real quick. What's going on, Nathan? Oh, now he's in here. What's going on, Nathan? How are you, man? Just went live. If you can come off mute, I know you're working on the microphone. And before I start talking, I want to know where you are calling from because I think I recognize your name. You might be a current affiliate. Oh,
All right, I'm on my computer now, so I'm going
I
to
see that.
I'm
All
going
right.
to hang up on the phone.
Sounds good. Nathan, can you hear me?
Nathan.
Ooh. All right.
I'm in Idaho.
There we go. Nathan, you've been on here before, right? Have you and I
I've
spoken?
I've spoken with you once before.
Was it one-on-one or was it on here?
I think it was one-on-one.
Okay. Well, remind me about your business real quick. What kind of is it, an agency or a small business?
I'm looking to sell this service potentially to my existing clients. So that's
Okay.
I've been dabbling with voice AI programming, um, uh, Airtable, Make, using um, retail AI.
Okay.
Just kind of trying to see what we can do, but I can see there's a lot left to offer to clients, and so possibly working with someone who knows it better than I do in order to implement. I'm in the expense reduction business, so basically we can help clients reduce costs enough to possibly justify or make it easier to entry, lower those
Mhm.
barriers to entry into what you're doing. And that's something we might want to talk about later.
All right. Well, sounds good. So today, oh, and by the way, Nathan, I'm going to drop my one-on-one link for you real quick in case you want to. So whenever you're ready to get started with
Yeah.
high, just we can go ahead and book a one-on-one at that time, and I'll do a personal onboarding with you, even for my affiliate bonuses. So today, I'm going to cover my affiliate bonuses, but you guys know I do white label fulfillment for Go High Level agencies, and I also have a small business side where I just do a la carte marketing services for small businesses. So anyone watching this live, you can get to my booking calendar through this form right here. That'll also take you to a page where you can, if you put your info in there, you'll get invited to join on Zoom if you're potentially looking at this on YouTube or Facebook. And today I'm going to be covering the mobile app, the HighLevel mobile app. I use it probably more than any other app on my phone. Even if you have multiple businesses, it creates one place where you can manage everything. So you can get, if you had 100 employees with 100 different emails and all these phone numbers they're all using, it all shows up in one place. I can look at just the unread messages. I can look at messages assigned to one member on my team. I can see what email or phone number the person reached out to. I can control which one I message back from. AI can handle all of the responses, and I can even you can even edit the AI response, like give feedback on it, manage it all from one place. It's an incredible integration, right? All these services are not unique, but what's unique about HighLevel is how well they've integrated all these things. It's got thousands and thousands of integrations that were really, really beautifully done, which is what I love about it so much. So let me see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the HighLevel mobile app. So I'm gonna try to connect on my phone. And then at the end of the call, I'll cover the bonuses that you guys get when you start a trial and how you can get affiliated as well. So let me see here, Zoom. might just switch to the phone for now. We'll see how that does.
Nathan, this is
Yeah.
Deb. How are you?
Hi, Deb.
I heard you mention a few AI applications, Airtable, and are you a data analyst or?
No, I'm an expense reduction person.
Oh, okay. I used to do referral partnership with Bottom Line Concepts. You aware
Oh,
of
I
them?
know them.
Yeah. Soon as you said expense reduction, that's the first thing I thought of. And I
Yeah,
said I want.
they don't do anywhere near all of the. They used to do a number of different things, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially
And
the employee reduction credit.
yeah,
There we
so
go,
they just
guys.
they
Sorry
went.
about that. Can
All
you all
right.
hear me now? And can you see my screen or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see the phone
We'll
screen.
talk later, Nathan.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. I was so confused, not realizing I was muted. And I was like, what's going on? And then here, now I figured it out. So can you guys see my phone screen right here?
Yeah, I'm in the way though.
Well,
Get me out of there.
let me see.
That's better. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. As long as you guys can see the phone, we're good. I'm gonna open up the high level app and kind of walk through the screens because I realize
Move this screen.
people haven't seen this. There are three versions of the high level mobile app. So you see, I've got it right here. There is the high level app, which is usually the one that's most up to date. So they keep this one updated the most. Then you've got the white label version, which is called Lead Connector. So a lot of people are running white label agencies where they're not disclosing the high level name. And so they've got the Lead Connector app, which is actually a gray label, right? And then you can get a fully white labeled mobile app. You can opt to have a branded app for your agency branding. And that one is the most customizable. You can like add tabs and, add some new screens, do some things you can't do in the other two. But I've also heard that it's not as up to date. So I like to just stick with the high level app. You guys know I don't hide anything about high level. I'm clear that I tell people I'm the best with high level, but high level is the best tool that I could be using. And so
Mhm.
I like to leverage their brand. But as you can see in this notification page, you can see new appointments, messages that have come in, all types of stuff. You can switch between your different businesses or your clients' businesses. As you can see, we've got quite a lot. And then you can even filter these notifications here to see different things. Um, that's not even the same view as this conversation view. So you can take actions or you can save filters, like filter settings there. You can search conversations. I can filter to look at only unread, who the message is assigned to, the message channel, all types of things. You let somebody's trying to join, let me let them in, admit. I think we have two newcomers. I'll greet you guys real quick if I can figure out who that. Chris Kelly just left. I think we had one other newcomer in here. I'm happy for you to come off mute and introduce yourself if you can, but let me go back to the mobile app. So lots of ways to like flag certain conversations. Now, you guys see I have these messages starred. That's something I do if somebody's on one of these Zoom meetings and I can tell that they're interested. I'll go ahead and just star it. So I don't do it. Oop, and I just marked it unread by accident. But either way, um, there's a lot of features in here that make it really easy to keep track of people you want to get back in touch with. So I can go filter starred if I got some extra time and just call everybody who I know was interested from one of these meetings. And if they ever become uninterested, I'll unstart. Now, of course, there's better ways to do that. You've got opportunities that you can mark as open or closed or pipelines that you can use to manage opportunities. But sometimes just for simplicity, I just like to swipe over and mark it as starred. And it's sophisticated to the point where even you can mark somebody DND, which is like pretty cool for a mobile app for managing your CRM. And I think that's a feature they just added. Now, I had to open a ticket today. One of the features they just dropped, I think last week, is that you can actually manage the conversational AI inside the app as well. So like if the AI has a response, it usually has a little button where you can give feedback on it and improve the response. Now, I don't know if I haven't updated my phone right or what the issue is keeping me from showing you guys that here, but that is something that if you just go online and look up conversational AI live in the HighLevel mobile app, you'll see that you are supposed to be able to do that. And so I'm probably just doing something wrong to be able to show you. Um, there are a lot of other tabs you can access. So you can go into your media storage. And by the way, HighLevel is integrated with Google Drive. So this is like my Google Drive integrated, media storage. So you can like access your Google Drive for all of your businesses or your clients' businesses in one, all inside a HighLevel. You can upload files right there. You've got your social planner, so you can go and my team has connected all of my socials up here, as you can see. And so I connected all the socials, so I didn't have to share those passwords with my team. And the same with my clients; they can connect all their socials, so they don't have to share their passwords with me. And then they go and schedule all the posts out, even to your Google My Business listing. That's the first one there on the left. Um, Social Planner has a bunch of really cool features that are coming out. They just added brand voice, so you can give it like an example of your website or something you wrote, and then the conversational AI will speak in your voice whenever it responds to anybody. So that's really, really cool. You can check your opportunities and your pipelines and see who else do I need to follow up with. Kind of like the way I was starring leads. I can also go here and say, who said they wanted me to follow up later, who flaked to consult, and reach back out to them. I'm probably in a pipeline that I don't have anything in, so I'll show you one that I do. But maybe that's not the one I use. Mm-mm-mm. I think maybe it's just bad. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's loading finally. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. So like really good pipeline view, and you can create infinite pipelines. This is not just for your lead flow. This is also for your fulfillment. So let's say I'm a solar contractor. I can have a pipeline of jobs that we're waiting on permission to install from the county. And then I can see everybody that's in that status. I can keep track of everything from not only the business generation, but also fulfillment of jobs. You can create these custom, we can create them for you. You've got invoices. You can check on the status of who owes you, where's your money at. So that's all in here. And you can check insights for your agency in general. Conversion rate, you can see which reps are producing the most deals. All sorts of insights are available in here. Really, I spend most of the time just in that conversation view. I can't really explain how valuable that view is. And there's a couple other things I didn't show you guys. So when I'm sending a message, I can customize. Here, let me find my own contact so I don't message somebody I don't want to. What the heck did I put myself in here as? There. So you can choose the email address you want to send from in here. You can edit that. You can go and you can click and you can see which email it came from. Because like I said, you can have multiple emails for all your reps. And then if I want to send a text, it's going to let me choose the number I want to send from. So a lot of flexibility here. And if I had, I guess I haven't messaged myself from my own Instagram, but it's not just SMS, email, WhatsApp. Like Kixie is a third-party dialer system that I used in the past, and you can see you can add a third-party communication method in here, so I can send messages through other apps that I've integrated. It usually also has web chat, Facebook, Instagram, and even your AI voice phone calls. Your summaries can be in here. Your voicemails you can play in here, and you can just scroll through and see all the communication. You can hear the recordings of calls. An amazing system, if I do say so myself. You can manage your tasks. So HighLevel does have like a project management type system, and you can track due dates. You can see how long it's taking different team members to complete tasks, filter them. And then you've got reputation. You can send out review requests. We had one guy that's on the call right now. I'm trying to remember his name. Just spoke a second ago, who was talking about his HVAC company and how he's had a lot of clients, but he never really focused on his ratings and reviews and SEO. This is the same section we're going to use here to send out a lot of review requests as past clients, which can get you ranked really, really quickly on Google. Is one of the things you can do on short notice to make a big impact in the amount of organic leads and traffic your business gets. You can check out your products, and you can close the deal right here on the phone. People can pay you with Apple Pay. They can tap their phone to your phone and pay you. You can create new items in here. So you're never going to be at a pinch where you can't sell because you don't have your computer with you. You've got everything you need. You can even send out contracts, which I didn't know you could do this. This is my first time realizing that I can send a contract in here. So if I go to templates, let me see how this looks, because I've never even done this. Okay. Signal's not excellent. I need to let somebody in. I just saw somebody's trying to join. Charlie Cash. What's up, Charlie? I'm just going to do a test real quick and see how this looks. Okay. Yeah, add products. Well, I've never done that before, so better than me playing around with something I've never played around before. You guys see that it's here. Leave it at that. You can prepare estimates and send those out. And that covers the main screens here. There's a few other tabs that are interesting. This is a point of sale tab. So if I want to collect a payment, I can just say, okay, you said $500. I can add a customer. And then if he had a credit card with me that he'd used anywhere in my system before, I'd be able to choose card on file. He can tap phone to pay. You can convert this to an estimate. So a great thing to have. And people always ask me, can you use HighLevel for point of sale in a local business? I'm like, yeah, you absolutely can. You can pull this up on a tablet. You can have all your items. They're easy to see. So 100% this can be used for point of sale. You can integrate almost any payment processor into HighLevel to use. And of course, you've got your calendars and your contact view over here, which are also really important to have on the fly to overview your whole company. And so, guys, without further ado, I'm going to switch this back over to my desktop that covers the mobile app. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
All right. We had a couple newcomers hop on that I want to greet real quick. For some reason, my background went away. You guys can see him at the pool now. Who else we have in here? Charlie Cash, I wanted to meet.
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Nice to meet you. You look familiar. Were you on here the other day, a couple days ago?
No, this is actually my first time. I've been wanting to
Okay.
hop on one of these calls for weeks now, and I've just been
I'm
so
glad you did.
busy.
You
And
know, I always wonder because, like, I've been sending out these texts for a long time. I try to keep it a new topic every single time. But I'm glad you wanted to come on here, and I love hearing that, man. Tell me, do you have an agency? Do you already have HighLevel? Do you have a small business?
we do have high level, fairly new to it. I've got a high level guy that sets up all my workflows and
Okay.
automations. For the last 5 years, I've been running a setters and closers agency, a remote.
Oh,
So I
yeah, yeah.
basically build remote sales teams, but
Yeah, like a Cole Gordon.
yeah, and so recently we've actually just launched a new AI voice agency for home service professionals.
Okay.
So that's the second agency that I'm just started recently, and we're just getting everything dialed in. I've got a couple cold callers, I've got a closer. We're just trying to dial in our lead gen for that. And use
Okay.
Go and really utilize Go High Level for how powerful it is. You know,
Yeah.
I know how powerful it is, but I'm not, to be honest with you, Rob, I'm not like the super techie tech guy.
Yeah.
I'm a sales guy. I'm a founder. I run companies, you know, so
Dude, funny thing is, like, I started in a call center. So I started in a digital marketing call center for web.com. You know, they
yeah,
like sponsored the PGA Tour. So they had a really well developed call center for digital marketing. And so I cut my teeth in there. That's where I learned sales. And then I was number one in my second month, and they were the biggest digital marketing firm in the world at the time. Broke the all-time sales record before I started my solar company and started
yeah,
using HighLevel when I was managing my own call centers.
yeah.
And then I taught myself how to code, and I put 10,000 hours into Go High Level now,
Wow.
managing my businesses. I just sold a business that had 80 salespeople to my partner who
Yeah.
started with me day one in that call center, funny enough. Um, so I'm a sales guy too, man.
Yeah.
And I was one of the first guys in on AI voice. That's how I learned how to code. What platform do you like to use? Do you like High Level, or are you using another platform?
No, no, we were using Vappy and retail, but we're actually white labeling another platform now,
Okay.
salescloser.ai.
Okay.
Uh, you can basically white label it. Looks like your company's SaaS, and
Cool.
we're just tying that in with Go High Level.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I got in. I was one of the first guys that paid Air 40 grand,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
got beat. I don't even think they exist anymore, if I'm not mistaken. I think
yeah. I haven't heard
yeah.
much about them lately.
Um, but I like bland now if I'm doing outbound.
Yeah.
And then I have a couple bonuses that I give away that help you integrate third-party voice platforms with high level. So
Okay.
I've got a Zapier and a Make application that have over 100 API calls for high level. So
Okay.
like, Lead Connector only has 6 actions, but this makes it really easy to book appointments in high level from the transcript of a call inside Zapier or Make. Because I know whatever you're using is sending that webhook with the post call transcript that you've got to process.
Exactly.
So that might be able to help you out. That's one of the bonuses I give away with affiliation.
Yeah.
And really, like, I pretty much everybody that's on here, I'd love you guys all to grab one-on-ones with me either later today or tomorrow if you're ready to get started with at least the affiliation. But I do white label fulfillment for other high level agencies.
Okay.
And I told you kind of my background, like up in how I learned high level and my sales experience. Um, Out of the 300 certified admins that are certified by Go High Level, I
Yeah.
was the 80th, and I think I'm the only one who's also been a guest speaker on High Level's master class. And mine was specifically focused on AI. I was a supercharger AI employee.
Yeah.
So I have a small business side, I have a white label fulfillment side, and then I have my affiliate side, which is like my coaching and the free giveaways that I have for people that start a trial through my link or upgrade their high level or use my code for AI employee.
Do you ever sleep, Rob? Or you?
Dude, these meetings make it really easy for me to.
Yeah.
So the first half, all my current clients come, and that's the only, like, I don't have customer service reps. It's just me, and
Yeah.
all my clients come on that meeting, and I help them with whatever they need help with. Other than that, they're sending Loom videos to my team,
Okay.
and then on the back half of this, that's when I meet new clients, and I generate like more sales a month just doing these 3 meetings a week like this than I ever did cold calling.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten it pretty efficient. This is the season of the AI operator. You know what I mean? And it's just like the sweet spot between technology and um, a good IT team. It
Yeah.
is allowing me to cover a lot of ground. So I'll cover the bonuses real quick, and then I'll drop some links for everybody. So we've got, look at the way. Oh, my back is killing me. Let me sit up. I hope this stream doesn't look terrible because I'm out on the pool deck with building's Wi-Fi instead of mine. All right. So this is my masterclass page and where all the resources are. Masterclass. And if you scroll down here, so first off, if you're seeing this on Zoom or on YouTube or Facebook, you should go to this page. It's massmarket.ai/masterclass live QA. I wish that my QR codes were there, but my background went away for some reason. Let me try to bring it back up real quick. Because if people are on Facebook, they're going to be stuck without that. Settings. video, background, boom. All right. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and grab that QR code. I'm going to make this big one time. Grab that QR code. That's going to let you put your basic information in. You'll get invited via text message to the join the Zoom meeting for this again, so I can actually speak to you. And then I'm gonna drop. So yeah, then this is the page that has all the resources. You go to my website, massmarket.ai. It's not going to be hard for you to find this page. All the Zoom replays are here. And then I have this PDF that covers all the 42 tools that HighLevel can replace. So if you're looking at getting into HighLevel, I think Deb was the one I wanted to show this to. It's got all the tools HighLevel can replace. I think it was Deb. And I'm going to drop the link for that in the chat. But the one thing HighLevel does the best is integrate everything. People are like, HighLevel is nothing special. They just integrate a bunch of stuff. I'm like, yeah, they integrated more than anybody else and better than anybody else, and they charge way less. I've been in this system for a long time, spent 10,000 hours in it, and they've done an excellent job, and they're always adding new things, like probably 100 features a month. It's insane. And then AI is now inside HighLevel connects all of these things. So if you don't know what a workflow is where you can connect all these different systems. So your contact database is going to be connected to all these different systems. And then you got AI kind of coming up in the background, adding a whole nother layer to this amazing integration. And, if you're looking for a place where AI is going to really be able to do everything for you, this is it. It's going to be it won't be long before you can go and say, hey, set up my marketing, and it'll just do it for you. So I want to go back to that page right here. I've got a document here on an ADA compliance tax credit. This is something that's really interesting. If basically this tax credit can help you get 50% off of getting your website set up for your business and AI voice and text systems because they make your business more accessible. Now, I am not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. Make sure you ask yours. But this law revolves around, it's the same law that they used to sue people when they didn't have wheelchair ramps outside of buildings. Attorneys and people used to go around suing companies that didn't have it. The government put in place a tax credit that helps you build things like ramps, but it applies to anything that your business can make your business more accessible to people with disabilities. So AI voice is going to make your business accessible to blind people. AI texting systems accessible to deaf people. And this widget on your website makes your website accessible too. There's a lot of ADA compliance things, like you have to have the right contrast between your buttons and a million other things that can get you sued. And so instead of getting sued, get a tax credit and having somebody set your business up the right way from a digital perspective. And you guys can use this for me to hire me to help you, or you can use it for anybody else. You guys, if you have an agency, you can give this to your clients. You can take this ADA compliance PDF I have right here. You can drop it right into GPT-4o with your logo and have them rebrand it, have AI rebrand it for you in just a couple minutes. And there you go. What a lead magnet.
Yeah.
And then we've got the other bonuses with affiliation. So I'm going to cover those real quick. You get a 15-minute one-on-one with me. I've got an extended 30-day trial link that you can use. You can get a coupon for your first month on the pro plan if you're upgrading. We've got 3 of these coaching sessions. So I do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's when my current clients come on. I usually have 10 or more of them on there, and usually they're coming just to hang out. So like if you need anything, all my clients know they can reach me there, 3 times a week. I show my face. I don't know any other affiliates, much less agency owners that do that. But I'm telling you, it was one of the best changes I ever made in my business. And I will be here to help you with whatever you need. And there is nobody that's going to be slipping through the cracks unless they're wanting to slip through the cracks. We've got more than 2 courses. I think it's like 3 or 4 courses. Our supercharged AI employee snapshot was what I debuted on this HighLevel masterclass when I was the guest speaker. I started working with AI voice 2 years ago. I started working with third-party AI texting systems back with WooSender over 4 years ago. And so I was integrating all these things into HighLevel, and I learned how to unify the memories of these systems. I learned how to do all sorts of crazy things. And in the process of trying to integrate them, I ended up teaching myself to code and developing some apps for the HighLevel marketplace. And this was when I fell in love with AI. It was right when GPT-4 came out, and I could not believe how quickly I was learning. When I realized that I didn't even know what a developer's portal was. And when my roommates were trying to act like I would never understand how to code, one of them was a coder, and I was like, stop gatekeeping this info, bro. And AI walked me right into being in developers portal, and like before long at all, I'm writing Python scripts. I'm developing apps in developers portals, and I'm like, this is not above my understanding. I just needed somebody who would take the time to answer, and AI is there to answer, you guys. No longer should you ever put a project down and say, I got to wait for XYZ to get back to me so I can figure this out. That's total BS. And we BS ourselves more often than anybody else BSs us. But there's really no excuse for getting stuck and thinking you don't have the answers. That's what AI is here for. And it's way better than it was. That was 2 years ago, guys. Most people don't even remember AI was out 2 years ago. It was smart enough to teach me how to code 2 years ago. Today, it's incredible. But the apps I have, I need to add that on here. It's not on here. I'll show it real quick. The Lead Connector app, which is HighLevel's default Zapier app, only has 6 actions you can take. And what Zapier is, it is like a workflow builder. So HighLevel has its own workflow builder that lets you automate tasks in between all the different 42 tools that I showed you inside HighLevel, let you automate tasks between those. But obviously, you've got thousands and thousands of applications on the internet that you can use for all sorts of tasks. And Zapier and Make and these no-code integration platforms essentially allow you to connect web applications without being a web developer. Now, what I taught myself to do when I taught myself how to code, even though I do a little bit with Python, is I taught myself how to do web development so that I could create a no-code solution for you guys to be able to help automate processes with AI and HighLevel without knowing how to code. So I was so pissed off at my roommates telling me that I couldn't never learn how to do that. But I said, let me just learn how to do it and then make it easier for everybody else using HighLevel like me to create SaaS products that leverage AI to do work behind the scenes. So you got all these actions you can take inside HighLevel from inside Zapier and Make. So now we're expanding those 42 tools HighLevel can already automate to thousands and thousands of other web applications without code. So it's all sorts of innovations you guys can create using these things right here. And I'll add that over into, am I still sharing my screen anyway? Yeah, I hope so. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen. You guys didn't tell me. Did you guys see the 42 tool checklist, or was I not sharing my screen for that either?
It wasn't showing.
Right.
Oh,
No.
dang it. It's all right. I'll show you guys real quick. So these are the actions it can take, and I'll drop the link for that. Well, actually, I don't have a link for that, but if you guys want this, just reach out. Just go ahead to that QR code in my top left, which you definitely all saw that. And let me show you the other thing that I was showing you guys. This is the 42 tool checklist. I'm dropping this in the chat like I promised I would, and I don't think I did until now. And yeah, I'll just let you guys glance at it. It's in the chat there if you want to grab it. It's also on that page that I thought I was showing you guys, which I'm going to show you now. But just a good resource if you're new to HighLevel and you're wondering, what do I do first? Whether it's for when you first get into HighLevel, set your business up. But even if you're a small business owner or an agency, the first thing you want to do is take your old lead lists and do a reactivation, send messages and emails to them to get them back on your calendar. And you want to migrate software into HighLevel. So this is a great tool to help you realize how much you can save. Or if you're trying to sell a client that you want in your agency, you can say, hey, what else are you using from here? How about we just, give you more savings by migrating this stuff in? And there's a little bit of manual work required in these migrations. Like, for instance, if you want to migrate DocuSign, you got to download all your PDFs, import them, and put the fields on there. You can do that for somebody. It might take you 2 hours, and now you just save them $100 a month. And that's the same concept with any of these tools and migrating them into HighLevel. So the ADA tax credit document that I was saying, you can remake any of these, guys. You can drop these into GPT 4.0 or even the new O3 and have it rebrand these for your companies. I do not care. And I hope that you realize that I'm going to be able to help you enough for you guys to get affiliated with me. And I think I covered all my bonuses. Let me double check on that. I've got a 11,000 member community you get access to. I told you guys that I debuted my snapshot on the masterclass. I didn't quite close the loop on explaining that. So my snapshot, what it does is it gives the AI voice and memory of all the past voice conversations with that contact. That is not true about the standard Go High Level snapshot or AI voice setup. And it also gives the AI voice and memory of all the text conversations, the conversational AIs conversations over web chat, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, email, SMS. And so it's unifying the memory, which gives a client a very good feel of consistency. You don't want them texting like, what the heck, you guys aren't in my house. And they call the AI voice. And the first thing the voice says is, oh, sorry about not having somebody at your house. It knows what's going on the text side. So it gives the clients a feeling like the AI is helping them, not getting in their way. And trust me, the last thing you want is them to feel like it's getting in their way. So this is the course. Basically, the course is going to let you guys set up AI text channels, all the AI text channels, in 4 minutes total, and the AI voice maybe in 15. So we've got a really quick setup for that. And then we've also got a deeper setup. The deeper setup is going to help you learn how to deal with situations like not just booking appointments and answering questions, but maybe you want to detect if they haven't filled their onboarding form and then help them fill out the remaining missing fields. Like it helps you handle other scenarios. We call that a deep AI setup. So when it comes to setting up the conversational AI, you might think, oh, just booking appointments, but no. If you have a big company, like our credit repair company had 2,000 clients, so on subscription, we had whole departments dedicated to getting onboarding forms filled, to getting their credit monitoring logins back. And now if you can train your AI to handle those situations and replace full departments with this $97 a month tool. It just takes setting up the right way. And this deep AI setup is going to give you the understanding to do that and give you some basics. We also have a guide on setting up the email domain configuration. I think we've got ours in here. Where did it go? Yeah, right here. So they've really enhanced the email setup. And then there is one more bonus. You guys will have this client portal. So, oh, so you have anyone who's an affiliate of mine, and I'm gonna tell you guys the 3 ways to get affiliated has IT support for my team. Now, this is for the agency owner. You can submit IT requests, and obviously we are pretty specialized in the AI stuff. So if you're trying to use HighLevel to start an AI agency, couldn't have a better team to relate high level questions to. And if you're using Go High Level support, I think it's a pretty good support team, but they're gonna run you through the gamut of pretty low level people in the beginning. And if you want a quick answer from somebody who's the best at it, at AI integration with HighLevel, then you can get it just by doing one of 3 things. You can upgrade your HighLevel through my links. You can start a trial through my links. And if you want, you can migrate your agency over. Just need a new phone, email, and credit card to sign up with. Or you can use my code for AI employee. None of these things cost you anymore. Most of them, in fact, are going to give you a discount for going through me or a longer trial. AI employee, a lot of times, is the easiest one, especially if you got an agency that already has a lot of sub accounts. And basically, HighLevel charges you $97 to have unlimited use of AI voice messaging, website builders, all the AI features, all the things that use tokens. And tokens are like gasoline for AI. So you get unlimited AI gas for $97. And you can mark it up to your clients. So you're going to make a cut if they go unlimited. But HighLevel will give me 90 or 40% of that 97 they charge you if you put my code into your AI employee settings in your agency settings. So you do any of those things, you're going to get all my bonuses. And if you want to go ahead and get started with that, you can either use this survey, the mastermind survey right here. Yeah, you can use that mastermind survey that's right here in the top left, or you can book a time with me. And so I'm going to drop my one-on-one calendar if anybody wants to get started with white label services or just having me work, do your marketing for your small business. Or if you want to get affiliated, I'll do a personal onboarding with you. I'm going to drop the link. Normally I charge 400 an hour, guys. So these 15-minute meetings, I'm going to give it to you guys for free, but make sure you're at least ready to get affiliated when you hop on there. So I dropped the link in the chat. And then now, guys, I'm going to open this back up to you all for questions and we'll close it. Well, we're already at 3, so perfect timing. Who's got some questions for me? Anything I can help anybody with or clear anything up? Sometimes silence is good. What about you, Deb and Charlie? Did you like it?
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic. I mean,
Good.
I'm very aware that you know GHL inside and out. I've been following you long enough. I
Awesome.
know that by teaming up with you, the only good things can happen.
I love it,
So,
man. I truly
yeah,
Right.
love it. Saved my ass a few times, to be honest.
yeah,
You can get like this. One of the things I really like, well, I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but when I say like I've really learned how to juice my old leads. This flow that I do right here, most businesses do a standard reactivation where they might text their leads once every few months, their old leads.
yeah.
I am juicing my list 3 times a week, but I'm also providing new content every week. And all of that is getting put on YouTube that's going to be evergreen and create SEO to my business. But I call it my community mastery snapshot. I just made a video about it. It's going to be posted next week on YouTube earlier today. But I get 40% or more of my revenue from my old leads. And this is like the modern day reactivation flow. And I really think when it comes to differentiating your business, like having a community and then events, that is how you really engage a community. Having a free value stack like you guys saw that I just talked about. And I can help you guys set up any of that kind of stuff. Um, Lance just said tangent, Rob. Yep. Rob, I'm missing an action on the tangent. But yeah, go. I turned a little red, didn't I? uh, yeah. Any other questions, guys? And
I have a couple I'm going face to face with. Walker or not, I'm going, But I look like shit. My face is swelled. That moon face from
you're
there.
good. If it's like what right now, I want to open it up for questions that are about like the affiliate side. If it's like technical
Yeah, they
questions,
want me.
Serena,
No, it's how
uh,
to get them on it. But
go ahead. Go ahead
for
then.
different businesses, hair salon, um, a woodworking business, they're all
You're saying
kinds. They
how
want.
to
They're
get them in,
interested.
how to get them into high level.
Yeah, the best
Um,
way to
for me to
go.
get
They're
for me to
all
get
different.
into those details, probably the first half of the meeting is best for that. On
Yeah,
this half, I really just need to answer questions for new people, like really how
yeah.
to get into my program more
I'm
than
gonna try to just sit
yeah.
back.
Yeah, so how does that work, Rob? I'm actually just right now we're on the $97 and
Mm-hmm.
we have the setters and closers agency and now I just added my AI agent employee.com
Mm-hmm.
agency. So we have 2 sub accounts on there.
Okay.
So what would we need to do to work with you? Just upgrade to the 297
You could
or
upgrade the 297.
yeah.
You could turn on AI employee, or if you wanted to save the most money, you could just migrate into a new agency. If you got a new phone, email, and card you could use,
Okay.
it's up to you.
Okay.
But look, man, let's connect and talk a little bit deeper. Do you want to go ahead and you want to book a one-on-one? If you're
Yeah, yeah,
ready to
yeah. I'm
at least
definitely
get
gonna
affiliated,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
definitely going to book a one-on-one. I don't know if it'll be today. I've got another call coming up, a couple of calls actually.
no
Um,
worries.
but yeah, I definitely do want to connect with you one-on-one, brother.
Grab that link and book one for tomorrow or
Okay.
for
Hey,
next week, even if you can, if
Yeah.
you need
Rob,
to.
real quick on whenever you upgrade the 295, do they let them have a 30-day free trial and then
Yeah.
charge the two? Okay, so if he
Oh,
does go,
oh, I think
or how
I
does
don't
that
know if
work
I
now?
don't know if the 297 upgrade gives you a discount. I know
Oh, okay, okay,
the 497 does.
okay.
I don't know about the 297.
All right.
Yep. Um,
What's the
Ron, I don't.
discount? What's the discount with the 497?
Let me show you guys. Ron, I was
Because
just about to
that's
call you out because I realized I never spoke to you, man.
well,
You
I've
spoke the
got the four,
exact minute.
I've got the 497 one, and I wouldn't mind knowing what that discount is, because I wouldn't mind learning to generate some money from what my platform currently has available
You,
to it.
you say you're on the 497?
Yes.
Here, somebody is trying to join. All right, so here's what it is. If you're currently on the agency starter,
I can't see anything. Is that
I'll
because of
read it to
me,
you.
or all right?
So if you're on the high level starter plan, which is the 97, you get a $400 coupon for your first month. If you're on the 297, you get a $200 coupon to upgrade the first month. So basically, they give you the first 30 days at the same price you're already at.
Right.
And then your billing date will be reset and you'll receive a prorated charge.
Right.
Your next high level subscription will charge in 1 month. So basically, like, yeah, you get a pretty decent discount. Whatever you're paying, you kind of pay the same amount you're paying for the first month, and then you get
So
upgraded.
maybe I'm not understanding. So I'm paying 497 right now, and
Mm-hmm.
I've got an agency program. What is the discount with that?
So if you already are on the 497, you can't get a discount for upgrading since you're already there. The way for you to get affiliated with me would be either you could migrate your agency to a new one. I don't know how many sub accounts you have. Migration is especially difficult if they are on the SaaS plans. You have to
They
disable
are.
SaaS. Yeah, so probably not feasible. The next option would be upgrading to AI using my code for AI employee. And so it doesn't cost you any more. You just have to turn it on for at least one sub account, which means like I'd go
So
into
I would, if I upgrade to AI
employee.
employee, you want to send me an email real quick and tell me how to do it so I can reach out to you then, and we can do a
Yeah.
business together.
Well, I would love to meet with you one-on-one because I'm sure there's more that we have to talk about.
I've got
Um,
I've got a ton of opportunities that
yeah.
you could participate on an ongoing basis with me.
Well, that's what I like to hear, my friend. Do you see the
You said the right words.
you got my attention. Do you see the link for the one-on-one? I'll drop it one more time.
I don't see anything except it says Zoom on my iPhone. Hang on just a sec.
You,
Give me 1 second
you can
here.
scroll to find the chat.
Well, Rob, do you have his email? You could just shoot him over a
Yeah,
text or email
I'm
I'm
with some of his
looking.
driving.
information. Yeah,
I'm
you'll
gonna
I'm
probably
dri
be better.
I'm gonna
I'm
text you.
Any way you can text me, I'll give you my cell phone.
I probably have it. Let me see. Ron.
Yep.
Oh,
It's VU Studios.
well, now I don't
Yeah.
see it.
All right.
Maybe
You want
it's
me to give
Ronald
it?
in here.
Maybe. I don't know what it's under.
Yeah, give me your number.
402
Mhm.
290 9000.
There you go. I don't know why that wasn't pulling up. Ron, and I'm gonna send this link to Charlie Cash too.
I just booked for Monday, Rob.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like everybody's taken care of. Ron, I'm glad you spoke up, man. I almost neglected
So,
you.
is that you just texted me? It says link massmarket.ai. Is that
Yeah,
what you just texted me?
that is the one.
Now, tell me your first name. It's Rob, right?
Rob. Yes, sir.
Okay. And I just texted you back.
Got
And
it.
is there, so I upgrade to AI, it doesn't cost me anything else.
It costs
There's a,
you it costs you 97 to go unlimited. So that high level would charge you 97 either way to have unlimited AI voice, texting, site builds, workflow AI, and like all the AI functions are unlimited in that sub account for 97. So you don't pay per use anymore.
right, but I'm paying like $495 a month right now.
Right. So it would be 595 or 94.
Should I dump the SaaS and downgrade to 297?
If you have people that are on SaaS plans, you probably I don't how many sub accounts do you have?
I've got several, but I don't I'm not using the SaaS right now.
Oh,
Okay,
if you're
yeah,
not
that's
using
good. Boom.
SaaS,
Yeah, he's
then
ready to go.
I would just start a new agency, and migrate everything over. If you migrate sub accounts over, you just have to reintegrate the calendars. That's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
All your
It's it.
conversations come, your phone systems come,
Do
your
you have time to give me a call and so we can have a quick discussion? Obviously now is not the time
yeah.
because you've
Well,
got other folks.
just book on that calendar link I sent you, and we'll cover all this when we get on there.
Where's
And
you sent the link, the last
yeah,
thing you
yeah,
just sent me.
the one I
All right.
texted you.
All
And then
right.
Nathan, I want to make sure we covered you, Nathan, because I can't remember if we spoke much earlier in this call. Did we?
He sent you a chat, Rob.
Let me see.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Says, do you need any more information? Or shall we go ahead with your and book your appointment?
Just look back at just use the link. It just when you
I
said
will.
Rob, it was just the AI got confused.
I got you.
So yeah, Nathan, that's right. It's unlimited AI voice for 97.
That's all the minutes and everything?
Yeah, let me show you. It's crazy, right? Compared to
That
the other AI
does
voice.
Now, Rob, what was the difference? You had one thing that they kept charging with you thought was unlimited. So what's the difference
That's
between?
the GPT step in
Okay,
workflow.
so that's GPT. So that's not included into the unlimited.
Yeah, because you think about it, you can really go crazy with that if you like ran an AI step for 10,000 contacts, and so that could end up costing them thousands of dollars. So they
So
don't do
there's still a
that.
Twilio cost in there?
There's still Twilio, just not the AI voice charge. The 12, I think it's 12 cents per minute normally.
So that I'm using Chat GPT 4 right now at like, I think it's 5 cents a minute. So what you're saying is that would be included, or do I still have that cost?
You're using that through which
I'm using retail and retail AI. So I have Twilio, a small Twilio cost, and then I've got the retail AI cost,
mhm.
right? So and I using Chat GPT 4.0 is I think 5 cents a minute.
Yeah. So this basically you don't pay for G when you use high. This is only for high levels AI voice, right? So it only covers inbound for one
Oh,
thing,
okay,
and
that's what I'm
but
saying.
but you don't need any. But you wouldn't be paying for GPT. You wouldn't be paying for retail. Is
Yeah,
basically what
that's
it
because
is,
it's inbound. So I was looking at it out.
right?
Okay,
And that's the kind of
that's still
thing.
good to know.
It's still
Okay,
good
and
to know.
Rob, I just a real quick technical question. Would it be
Mm-hmm.
possible? You know how you can have the little button on your website that will have AI voice you can
Mm-hmm.
take
Yep.
and take orders and whatever. Can it take it all the way through to taking a credit card and taking an order and all of that right from
There,
that?
there's a couple things that make it a little more difficult with if you don't it has to ask the client for their email or phone number because
Okay.
it's not since you're not calling in from a number, it can't validate who the person is.
Okay.
And so you have to be, I mean, my team can do this kind of stuff, but when the AI voice call gets initiated on the web agent, and I use
Yes.
Bland for this, but we could
Okay.
set up with a retail or whatever,
Familiar with it.
as long as your provider has web chat, we can set it up. So an inbound webhook needs to get sent to HighLevel to pull that data on the contact after the web agent asks the person for their email or phone. It's gonna have to ask them for their info,
That's
then it's gonna
fine.
have to look it up. And yeah, you can take it all the way through. So my Zapier and Make application, there is a charge card action on my apps. And so you can use that to help you do things like charge cards. I've
Okay.
never done it, but it's possible.
Okay, one other question. I knew this was kind of out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bakery and I said, look, you could make it so your people visiting, they can instead of going through and typing and whatever, because they might be older people or whatever, they can
Mm-hmm.
just hit the button and they can tell them what they want. And let's say they want a wedding cake, it goes to three different departments. He's got a
Mm-hmm.
cafe, wedding cakes, a bakery. I want these, it has to go to three different places. Do you see a
Mm-hmm.
problem with having, if they make a request for any of these three different things, that it can actually send it off to those where it needs to go and take the
No.
order? Do you see
Yeah.
that as being possible?
Um, I see that 100% possible. You could do it. You can have you could have you want to get the conversation into Zapier or Make. You'd have to ask AI, you'd have to have a step that pulls the instruction for each department that separates it and then sends it to the different departments.
Yeah.
100%. You can be
Okay.
done. Yep.
Because they're using Pop Menu. It's a bakery. They're using Pop Menu. Are you familiar with Pop Menu?
I'm not.
Okay. And would their website have to move to Go High Level, or is there a way to do the webhooks into
No,
would they
yeah. You can do it out in any website. We can embed the code for the web agent onto any website,
okay.
and you can send a webhook from that website to any platform to gather information or to push information.
All right.
Even HighLevel, they just added an internal chat. So you could have each of the departments have an internal chat inside HighLevel. So that's another thing that people don't even know. This happened like a month ago. You don't really need Discord or Slack anymore. HighLevel has their own internal chat in the same view as you've got your external chats for your clients. So yeah, all possible. And then I would love it if you'd grab a one-on-one too. And guys, that's a wrap. Thank
Hey,
you all for go ahead. Go ahead.
just one last question, brother.
Mhm.
So you offer a white label. What if I say I want a done for me service and I bring you a client, I babysit, we work on the deal together. I'm a telecom, I understand technical things on their side. I relate to you, and then we get something, put something together, and then could I still white label that with you folks handling the back end? Is that still
Yeah,
an option or no?
that's what our white label services are basically.
Okay,
So
so there's white label where there's white label and then there's white label done for you. The two different things, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
Right.
it's
to
white
clarify.
label done for you for sure.
Yeah,
So we
Rob's
do
done
like
it all.
we do recurring banks of hours. And so you've got a bank of hours with us, a monthly allowance that doesn't expire for 90 days. We've got a document that'll help you quote out how long it takes us to do whatever it is you want to do. And we are very versed with, third-party voice integrations, so we can
So I'd
help you
like
with that
my
for sure.
agreement to basically mirror yours with me and me to the client is what I'm thinking, right? So that I'm not out in the cold, stuck with some huge fee I wasn't thinking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. And I could just offer the same thing to them, and then additional hours are X for your labor to
Mm-hmm.
make that happen.
We have the pricing page for you to have to face your clients, and I can tell you the markup that you'll be able to get on all the services. So Nathan, I think I remember maybe speaking with you when I lived in LA. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I did.
So I'm starting a new company. Seattle Line Communications just doesn't match what I'm doing anymore. So I'm thinking about bottom line AI. What do you
Okay.
think?
I like the name. Yeah, as long as it's available, that sounds like
It
a good
is.
one.
I got bottom line AI.ai is that's the best I can do. But
Well,
and
Nathan,
Charlie Cash, is
did
that
you
your real name?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
that is
Yeah.
a good name.
Maybe we should talk too. All right. Hey, that
Um,
sounds great. Yeah.
Nathan, did you get my time booked? I just gave you the link one more time.
I will get
So,
that. I have some appointments. I'm right in the middle of doing some of this stuff. So let me see how interested some of these people are.
okay.
We can go over a few different scenarios and you can tell me what you think and how much so I'm in the expense reduction. So I'm trying to save them enough money that they can
Yeah.
afford the AI and taking their business to the next level is really what I'm trying to do.
I remember the conversation. I had a couple conversations with you. So it's good to connect with you again. I
Yeah.
think it's been a damn
Thank
near a year since we spoke. It's been over a year. So I'm glad to see you back.
Maybe so. And yeah, it sounds good.
Well, guys, I gotta hop. I'm
Nathan,
starving.
right,
Go
pardon me, Rob.
go
Nathan,
ahead.
are
Go
you
ahead.
on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I am. Seattle Line. Just look up Seattle Line Communications.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do. And you see my
Okay.
name, so I'll
Yeah.
connect with you. Thanks,
I got
Nathan.
you written down here already.
Yeah,
Thank you
same
all
here,
so much for
Nathan.
coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Thank you guys.
Charlie
And I,
Cash, Lance.
you guys are all in my community, by the way, too. So if you're looking to connect with other people who are trying to start AI agencies, I've got 11,000 of them in my community that you're already a member of. So feel free to go in that discussion board, post, connect with each other. You should be able to search each other and find each other in there.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure having you all on here and look forward to our one-on-ones.